Rapfest Radio on rapfestradio.com. We're not number one. God is. We may not be the best, but our purpose is to lead you to the best. Jesus Christ. www.rapfestradio.com. Old school to new school. Classics to exclusives. Gospel hip-hop music and videos. Live video interviews Monday nights at 8 p.m. Monday nights at 8 p.m. Watch. Learn. Love. Support. Rapfest Radio on rapfestradio.com. Rapfestradio.com.
I don't hear nothing. I don't hear my voice in here. I don't really need to, but just want to let you know. What's good? It's your boy Selah, aka The Corner, representing Yonkers, New York. I'm chilling out here in BK, Fulton Street. Check my homie Why Not just now. Doing his things on the 1s and 2s. I want y'all to be on the lookout for We On The Night. Dropping February 19th, 2012. You already know what time it is. It's been a long time coming. You know what I'm saying? Like 2 years in the making. Me and the homie Why Not, Jersey Stand Up, got together. You know what I'm saying? Made history. You know what I'm saying? For the kingdom, man. I believe like it's gonna be the turning point of what we do. You know what I'm saying? That street evangelism to the next level. So y'all be on the lookout.
This cannibalistic pathogen running in the vein of me.
I mean, We On The Night, where it originated was, you know what I'm saying? I love that movie, by the way. I mean, it's actually a movie, but I love the concept because I feel like darkness is something that's clouded, you know what I'm saying, Christianity for a long time, and it's time for Christians to take dominion over that. You know what I'm saying? God has given us victory over everything, so why should we fear? You know what I'm saying? So the concept We On The Night is gospel hip-hop taking dominion back, which is taking hip-hop back. You know what I'm saying? Not that it ever went anywhere, but God created all forms of music, you know what I'm saying? So hip-hop ain't no different. So a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, classify hip-hop as a dark art, you know what I'm saying, because it glorifies a lot of violence. And, you know what I'm saying? It talks about the struggle in the communities, but for the most part, it's a bunch of shooting and, you know what I'm saying, drug dealing. But what I'm doing and what Why Not's doing and what KTE is doing is we taking hip-hop back. You know what I'm saying? That what you classified as the night, we're going to use to glorify the name of the Lord Jesus Christ.
And a clothesline, because nowadays a whack rapper could get paid.
I got a lot of dope brethren on the mixtape. I got my sister Darina. Shout out to Darina, Blood Coalition all day. Check out that Game Over. Dope, it's crazy, she on the track. Got my homie Conscience from Houston. Showed me love all the way from Houston, man. Shout out to you, bro. Got my homie Seda on the track. Dope track, man. Y'all look out for Store Bodega. It's gonna be bananas. And I got the homie Slave the Ninth in it, man. We doing it like we're supposed to be doing it.
The rest of these secular rappers can feature.
Straight off the block with it. Never basic, you could call the flow acidic. I tell the dark about the light, yo, my duty is civic. The flow changed direction, so the mic is a pivot. I'm locked in the guard like I found a rivet. So even if I had nothing, the God I would give it. Cause I remember when my wallet resembled a divot. Now I'm leaping in the green like a ribbit. Did you get it? That's a frog, man. And yeah, I live in water float like a log, man. And I've been gone from the hood for a while, man. But I'm communicating with the jungle like Tarzan. And you know I'm never out of touch, his manual is automatic. I know he'll coming in the clutch. I know my city's sitting pretty. Had them haters had enough and I had, yeah, easy.
Bang. It's crown jewel. It's gone from tutoring on the mic to a brown pupil. I seen the colorless eye of death through these brown pupils.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Yo. Monday night Rapfest Radio, rapfestradio.com. We are here live in the studio with man Selah, the corner, sitting in the corner, chilling out. Eli's back with us again. Alice holding down the chat room. We got a full house today. Yep. My uncle from Radio Bemba is hanging out with us today. Man, it got me started on radio, actually. Pastor Lou's in the building. DJ Pastor Lou holding it down. The rest of the fam is watching the Knicks game, as the Knicks are gonna hopefully beat the Nets tonight. But we're excited to be here. You just finished seeing a promo for a CD that just dropped last night. Selah, the corner, dropped his CD called
We Own the Night.
We Own the Night. Selah, why don't you introduce yourself and also, you know, explain a little bit about this project that you have.
What's going on, y'all? What's going on, family? Selah, aka The Corner. Kingdom Time Entertainment. We Own the Night. Shout out to my brother Why Not and thi'sl, man. Great brothers of mine. We Own the Night stem from, you know, it's about 2 years in the making. And, you know, I met Why Not and we decided to build, and we built a friendship. And the title came about, you know, when I was just thinking, you know, in my house there was no hip hop back when I was a kid. My mother and my father were both ministers in the church, and there was no hip hop. So I had to sneak the rap, you know, in my brother, you know what I'm saying? So I realized, you know, the reason why they didn't want me to listen to it is because they didn't want negative seeds planted in their son.
Right.
So I felt like, you know, God is the creator of all things pleasant. You know, music is a powerful weapon to minister with. And you know what? I refuse to believe that Satan had dominion over hip-hop. And, you know, and hip-hop has been classified as the night for so long. I want to tell people, you know, this is God's art form, and we own the night. And that which you classified as darkness, we're going to use to glorify the name of Jesus Christ. And that's where that title stemmed from.
Amen. We Own the Night. It's a free download, by the way. You go to kingdomtimeent.com. You could download the project. Like he said, DJ Why Not mixed the project. He's DJing on it. Some production by thi'sl. Who else is on there producer-wise?
Well, I mean, those are the only two. Shout out to my man Adam Selah, Brilliant Music Studios. That's where I recorded the project at. Shout out to my man The Specialist. That's who I started with. So yeah, but thi'sl and Why Not, man, love you.
They're the ones that held it down.
That's cool.
Yeah, we love thi'sl. We love Why Not. thi'sl, I want to hear that track. You know what I'm talking about. And of course, Why Not? He's insane. He's insane with it.
Man, he's an inspiration to me, well, to the short guys anyway. You know,
That's crazy.
It's not easy being short in hip hop, man. Everybody, you know.
Yeah, it is actually pretty funny when you go see him DJ, because his tables are up pretty high. Right? He does it like, I think it's almost on purpose. It's a little higher than usual because he's kind of short, so you only see like a little bit of him, but he gets in. You said it took you. This project was 2 years in the making. Explain why it took so long to make.
You know what? It took 2 years in the making because that's what God wanted, I believe. Because the mixtape was originally done in November. We wanted to release it in December. But we sat down and we said, you know what? We're not gonna go half at it with this. You know, God did not die on the cross halfway, so we're not gonna go halfway with this music. We're gonna make sure it's excellent. Nice. And we actually started from the ground up. I had 22 tracks ready to go. Started from ground up, 0. And 16 tracks on there now. Those are 16 fresh joints that we recorded straight from the ground up. So that's why it took 2 years, because I believe that we should represent God in excellence in all things.
Amen.
And I didn't want to come any way but excellently at this music. So that's why it took that long.
So what did you do with the other ones? Are you planning to put them out later, or you just probably gonna?
I mean, we're gonna find a way to get those out, because there's a lot of ministry in those other records.
Yeah.
I don't discard anything.
Okay.
That I make. Because I believe everything has a purpose that I make. So you'll hear those soon. Those soon.
You know what's funny? This is my first time meeting Selah, and I heard the project yesterday. Listened to it maybe twice already, the whole thing straight through, because it's really it's really good, guys.
Yeah.
I'm saying this for real. Like, download it now if you can. Well, listen to the show first. Download it later. After the show, download it. But you come across real aggressive, and I use this term just to describe the style, real street, you know, very relevant, very 2012-ish. And I'm talking to you now, you're like mad chill.
Yeah.
it's like, is this the same guy that's rapping on this project?
Yeah, it's me. It's me. But you know what? I think street evangelism is an aggressive art form.
Man.
You know, I've been blessed to have 2 parents who raised me correctly in the faith. But I had a lot of homies that was on the block. And when I rap, I think of them. I think of telling them that there's a better way. and you're not gonna come soft to the block and say nothing to nobody. You gotta have confidence. You gotta have tenacity. So when I get in there, I think about my homies who are struggling, who don't know that Christ is the better way. I think about what do I need to do in this booth right now to reach them.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Because a lot of times, you know, people, Christians especially, you go out and try to do street ministry, and you come across with this weak, you know, Jesus loves you, it doesn't matter. And why all of a sudden we get so weak when we talk about the Lord who's so strong, mighty, you know, Lion of Judah and all, I mean, and here we are just like, yeah, you know, Jesus loves you, everything's going to be okay. Like, we become like flower children all of a sudden, you know? But it's true. I mean, God is real, and it should give us even more courage and more boldness to just step out and speak his name with authority, you know, which is what I get from you on every track. So what's in Selah's mind when he's sitting down writing a track? What's the process for you?
Well, I mean, you know what, believe it or not, man, most of my bars come unexpectedly. My dad, you know, when it comes to my versatility, you know, using articulation and stuff, my dad always spoke to me with great diction, and, you know, and he really brought me up that way. My mom too, we was talking about it earlier, you know. So I try to, whatever I'm going to say, I got to make sure the vernacular is right, because I know mom
going to correct you.
Say, listen, you know, I paid too much money for that college for you to be saying that. But I mean, usually it hits me when I'm driving. Music hits me when I'm driving a lot. A lot of times I just go out and drive around the block 4 or 5 times. Store Bodega actually hit me on the way to work, and I actually had to pull over and write it down because I didn't want to lose it. A lot of stuff happens in the car. A lot of stuff happens in my home with my family. I have to excuse myself, go to the kitchen, write something down, because I forget. You know, a lot of rappers don't know. I mean, the iPhone, man, it's so useful as a tool, because you have that notepad, use it, because when God hits you with something that's potent, you don't know how long you're gonna have it. And just like life, use life to the best of your ability while you have it, because you don't know when it's gonna be pulled from you. Same thing with the bar. So yeah, that's what I do. That's
nice. You mentioned Store Bodega. That's a track that you have on your project featuring Selah.
Shout out to
Selah, 4-letter word. We love Selah over here as well. He's supported us. We've supported him for a few years now. We actually want to get into the track, but why don't you give us a little background of the track itself, you know, the theme, before we jump into the song?
Well, I mean, shout out to Selah again. That's my boy, man. Selah, you know, we had the Lyricist Freestyle Challenge a little while ago, and even though it was competition, you know, we took the time out, you know, to look at it as more of an iron sharpens iron situation. And we, you know, started building. And he saw my name one day. He said, you know, your name is Nathaniel Martinez. You Spanish? And I said, yeah. He said, yo, I'm Spanish. Like, why you ain't telling me, man? What's up? So
like you holding back?
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was hiding it. So I mean, you know, you know, we joined up, and I heard that French Martina thing, the instrumental, and his name, you know, his name is Bodega. I said, you know, my name is Corner. So I was like, yo, let's do this Store Bodega thing. He said, yo, let's do it. And I'm talking about, it took like a week for it to happen. Like, it was like fast. It was fast. And
wow.
When it came together, it was like magic, man. We wasn't even, we didn't record in the same place. We didn't write in the same place, but it sounded unified. And
that's cool.
I love you, bro. Good luck, man. Store Bodega.
Amen. So let's check this song, and then we're gonna come back with more interview here with Selah the Corner. Store Bodega is the name of the track. Check it out.
Yo, it's going down. Cypher Sounds, the big dog Pitbull, man. And I sometimes have to ask myself why. Why do I go to Jersey to hear the illest DJ in the world? And I don't have to say why anymore. I have to say why not. Cause it's DJ Why Not, and it's Tony backwards in case you didn't know. Oh, I ruined the secret.
La música de Harry Fraud.
Catch me on the block, Store Bodega. Eye on the clock, 9/11 on the page. Holla at the homies on the corner getting paper. Put them all on to the flavor of the maker.
You could call me the BODEGA, 4LWSEDA. I follow the professor all day like a TA, with more dance moves than Todd Tribbett and GA. Sorta like a corner store, I be the supplier. Everything you need, plus the devil is a liar. 4-part harmony and I don't need a choir. I just need the sun to keep me covered from the fire. I'm in this race like the tortoise and the hare. I'm the bride of Christ, but we can all share. Cast your burdens and all of your cares, but it takes two, and he is my pair. So I drop weight, I'm really on a skinny tip, flaws laid bare. I'm really on a skinny dip. And yeah, I'm rolling with the Nazarite taste and see the Lord is good. Have a bite.
Corner Bodega. Eye on the clock, 9/11 on the page. Holla at the homies on the corner getting paper. Put them all on to the flavor of the maker. Southside Sway-Yo, rules in the trap. Stay cool if you're black. Move with the Mac. Gun smoke blocking they vision and cataracting. And it's only about the love of Jehovah to counteract it. And I'm tired of the racket. My city is homicidal. And regardless of the depth, yo, they sipping their macchiato. I done been to hell cause of bravado, brother and follow. I ain't never going back like I'm Kobe in Colorado. He leading and I'ma follow the hit like Palu Malu. I ain't talking to the data, I'm in communicado. They shipping them keys like a piano. The one, never Keanu will be the one at True Bridge. Verrazano. Corner Bodega. Eye on the clock, 9/11 on the page. Holla at the homies on the corner getting paper. Put them all on to the flavor of the maker.
Yo, that's Corner Store Bodega, Selah featuring Seda. On We Own the Nights, a new CD available now. Just go to kingdomtimeent.com and download it for free. It's available at other sites as well, or just Kingdom Time right now.
Check out DJ Why Not's page and T Wallace page. They got a SoundCloud up of it too. But definitely Kingdom Time Entertainment. The South has it too. Shout out to the South. Like, they showed me mad love, man.
Nice.
South is, you know, it's definitely love there. So the South has it too, and yeah, it's there. It's there.
Good stuff, good stuff. Cool. So you definitely want to pick it up, man. You got banging tracks, one after the other. Like I said, I've listened to the whole CD. Actually, the first time we listened to it, it was over, and I was like, oh wow, it's finished. Like, I actually, come on, my family will tell you, I don't sit through a whole CD. I usually can't, but it's not my fault. I blame the artist. I'm usually like, next track, next track. Next track, or next time I'll be like, yo, who's that? Oh, wow, I didn't forgot it was on. I wasn't even paying attention, but this was good stuff. So let's backtrack a little bit. When did you come to know Christ as your Savior and, you know, made that firm commitment to follow the Lord?
I think that the firm commitment part is the key point for me. I mean, I'm a PK, man. You know, I'm pastor's kid, so both my parents had me firmly rooted and grounded in the Word from birth. You know, and I was in church 5 days a week. You know, either helping around the church or in service, and I kind of got a disdain for Christ because I felt like it was pushed down my throat for a long time. Like, I couldn't have a quote unquote life outside of the church, and for a little while, man, I was just like, yo, you know what? Just put Jesus on the back burner. And you know, I was in college, you know, in Stony Brook University, and I remember just being in my dorm room and feeling empty, like just really empty, man. And my grades were slipping, and you know, I ain't have no friends. It was like second semester of college, and I have no friends, none. And I was like, yo, what is this, man? I'm a nice guy. Why nobody, you know, I'm sniffing my armpits like, yo, and you know, I just heard my mother saying to me that, you know, you're looking for fillers in all the wrong places. You can be filled with company or filled with, you know, all these artificial things, but until you get that substance that Christ gives you, and I just said, you know what, God, just take me, like, just take me, man. I laid on my floor. I just said, yo, hey, just take it. And I'm talking about, after that, I was always in the hip hop, I was always in the writing, but I'm talking about, it just started coming out of everywhere, man. I just started writing. I had pages and pages and pages and pages, and I just said, you know what, God, if you want me to do this, I will. And I think in college is where I fully started dedicating myself to God, man, and just, you know, really locked down and was like, you know what, you know, this is the lifestyle I want to live. So definitely.
And that's not even at a Christian college. This is a
Stony Brook is not a Christian.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, state.
Most people,
party school.
Most people, when you talk to them and they talk about their college years, that's when they fall off from the, you know.
Sometimes after.
Yeah, and after they come back, you know. But during college, usually when they just forget about God. So your experience is totally opposite.
Yeah, I mean, but it was still difficult. Believe, I don't want to make it seem like I was this perfect angel in college. Like, yeah, no, I was a work in progress, and I was able to be a witness to people because of my struggle. And the Lord, you know, took what was dark and made it light and made me an example to my brother. And, you know, I joined a fraternity, you know, Phi Beta Sigma, and I was able to teach my frat brothers about, you know, this Jesus that I knew. And, you know, speak. Now I have like tens of thousands of bros all over the world.
Right.
And I can go to places and be like, oh, you're a Sigma? Yeah, let me tell you about Jesus.
Awesome.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what I love how God sets things up. He's a tremendous chess player, strategic, and you know he's definitely blessed me, man.
Was the fraternity like we see in the movies? You did the step team and all that stuff?
Yeah. It was that. I mean, you know, I won't. The movies can only capture this much of it. I mean,
right.
It's much more than that. But I think there's a lot of misconceptions about fraternities. But I'm glad that I'm in a place where I can elaborate whoever needs that information and tell them like this is what really happens and this is movie, you know. But yeah.
What do you study?
I study philosophy and sociology, and yeah, I love the science of thought. I love thinking. I love pondering questions, and I serve a God with all the answers. So it's dope. You know what I'm saying? I just got a question, he gives me an answer. So philosophy just fit in to what I wanted to do, and chose sociology because I wanted to understand my community, understand the demographics of things, and you know, because I'm a firm believer in understanding that you're not gonna be able to help your community until you understand your community. So I wanna bring change in Yonkers. So I have to understand it first. So that's why I do sociology.
How does that affect? Because you mentioned earlier we were talking about the people around you. You know, may not have gone to school like you did, and how does that affect your childhood friends, or you know, showing that you went to school and you know you started serving the Lord in college? How does that affect your relationships from the past and develop new ones?
Man, I was one of them. I was one of the worst knuckleheads because I had knowledge and I chose not to use it. Like I had strong educational upbringing, spiritual upbringing, and I chose to disregard it. So I was way worse off than any of them anyway. But you know, when I was always like the kid in the books though. I was doing dirt, but I was in the books. You know what I'm saying? So I was bringing home the grades, but I was doing nonsense. So when I went to school, you know, I kind of fell back from them. Came back, and you know, they had their comments. You know how they heard, "Oh, you one of them college dudes now? Get out of here." But they saw I was still there. It's still the same Nate. So, you know, maybe college didn't change him. Maybe it changed him for the better. And you know, we still got the connection, man. You know, shout out to Yonkers, Morris Street, Riverdale, all my boys out there, man. It's still love, and I'm the Bible dude when I come around. Like, oh yeah, you about to preach again. But I mean, you know, it's good that they have an ear open, though.
Yeah,
you
definitely.
Know what I'm saying?
How about like the field that you study, the philosophy and the psychology? Those are very in-depth studying. Does that help you in the way that you write, or do you see it sometimes as an impediment because the psychology and the philosophy requires deep thinking? Do you feel that sometimes the deep thinking is portrayed in your writing? Is it an impediment or is it a benefit?
Chris actually tweeted me yesterday, like, you gotta have a diver suit to listen to Selah.
That's good.
I believe that I want to try to mimic and mirror the word of God as much as I can in my bars. The word is a tremendous amount of layers. There's so many different layers in the Bible, and what you think is one meaning could mean another thing, and it's amazing. You never stop learning. That's what I want the bars to be. I want somebody to listen to the music the first time and hear one thing, and the 15th time hear another, and you never stop learning. And philosophy sometimes is an impediment because I'm always questioning everything. So I'm always questioning myself, and sometimes it stops the flow. But thank God you have the mind of Christ, so I don't got to think much. So I just be like, you know what, God, you write this song for me, and when I wake up, it's there. So, you know, I mean, I never take credit for none of my bars. I mean, it's not me trying to be overly humble. You know how people say, oh, you know what, it's not me, it's the Lord. I'm serious, that's what I really mean. Listen, I had nothing to do with this. Don't thank me, don't say you dope, say he's dope, and you know, that's what helps me.
That's cool.
All right, he's dope, but you're really good though. I just thought I'd say that. No, it's important to recognize where your words come from, where your ministry comes from, where your strength comes from, and a lot of times that's the downfall for many of the artists that are out there, you know, in the church, but even in the secular realm, you know, where they put themselves so much in the forefront, saying, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. They forget about their whole team, their whole squad around them. In our case, we forget about the Lord that's providing for us, and it becomes a downfall because then you become real like show-offy, and just people don't want to talk to you now. You all full of yourself now. Instead, you know, you think you got this, and you know, and unfortunately we've seen a lot of good artists fall to the side because of that, you know, but we're excited about your stuff. I want to get into another one of your tracks called Cotton Club that's produced by T-Walla. T-Walla still want to hear that track with the horns, full product. I'm just saying. But tell us a little bit about the Cotton Club.
Cotton Club, I actually heard Cotton Club before I met Walla. Why Not was throwing me tracks and said, yo, you know, Walla, Why Not is very, you know, his creative control, he likes to share it. He's not going to dominate nothing. He said, yo, listen, I want you to have a chance to pick stuff too. But this one, he didn't give me a choice. He was like, you're doing it. And I said, good choice. I said, cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so I wrote to it. And I didn't even know Walla made the track until like 3 months ago. I said, what? And me and him already bonded by then. But the joint is just a smooth joint. You know, to me, it's me growing. It's not really the 15-year-old rapper. It's the cool white linen suit rapper, and you know, just telling people, man, yo, Christ was the smoothest dude on earth. Like, there's no way you could get 5,000 people to follow you around if you were lame. You know
That's so right.
So
that's so right.
You gotta maintain the swag, and I think Cotton Club is a good indication of God's swag and the music. You know what I'm saying?
I love that. As a symphony plays. Yo, check it out. Cotton Club here on Rapfest Radio, rapfestradio.com. Then we're going to come back with more. We have some announcements, and we got some new music to play at the end of the show as well. And we're going to finish our interview with Selah. Cotton Club, Rapfest Radio, rapfestradio.com. Check it.
Yeah, you know what it is. One time for your mind. Phone flex, checking out DJ Why Not. Handling this business, you heard?
Filipino jazz. Smoother than a cup of buttermilk and butter silk. Warm love like a fireplace in my mother quilt. My brothers listen to another beat, another kill, and they be saying, yo, that's just another beat my brother killed. We'll talk about that another day. Pure cure detour, I don't know another way. Gotta flow another way till I hear that symphony play. Smooth. Lifestyle dirt like weekend Saturday, Mike and Night dirt like eat the cake anime. I'm Tina turning the corner, living a Hathaway. Christ get all of mine, Christmas all the time. And this gift sort of mine. Nah, I say that, yo, I'm sort of lying, and I don't steal the shine. I'm sort of buying. Switch it up. The flow, John P. Key, homie, show up. Better lifestyle, homie, get your dough up. And the teeny bopper flow had to grow up. You see the light in the mic, get your glow up. I only speak the word, homie, get your quote up. And I cruise through the blues, get your bow up. I sit back and watch them plot with no luck, and drive away with their dream car, tow truck. We own the night. Age limit in the booth.
You're listening to Rapfest Radio on rapfestradio.com.
Cotton Club. I'll tell you, if after hearing those two songs, Cotton Club and Store Bodega, you're not excited about getting this, I don't know what's wrong with you. Just go download it. I give you permission to share it. You don't have to finish listening to this interview. You get on a podcast. Go download it now and come back. If you have a fast computer, it'll take you like 6 minutes. Announcements before we forget.
Yep.
XO
Ignite Revolution.
Ignite Revolution is coming up. That's on Saturday, 25th.
Jefferson Beck, the kid from...
Who's Jefferson Beck?
The Why I Hate Religion, but Love Jesus. And the Jesus Over Religion t-shirt by Grateful Apparel. He will be in the building.
He will be in the building. He'll actually be ministering as well.
He will be ministering, yeah.
He won't just be in the building.
He's going to be sharing some of his pieces and ministering with the kids.
Yeah, so that's on Saturday the 25th. Go to igniterevolution.com to get those details.
Yeah.
Also, Rapfest 2012 is coming up. August 11th is going down. It's our 19th year doing this ministry. We're bringing it out to the streets and doing what we got to do to win souls for Christ.
Yeah.
It's not about one church. It's not about one ministry. It's about one body, and you know what can we do to strengthen the body. Definitely. So we're going to be out there August 11th. We have special speaker evangelist Nikki Cruz is coming out. 2006 when he ministered there along with the Truth and Truce and everybody else. That was the biggest Rapfest. We had like 5,000-6,000 people on Arthur Avenue, and his message was so powerful. To this day, he probably got the most hits on our YouTube page for that message. It's just incredible. So Nicky Cruz is definitely going to be with us. We're still doing the process for artists. So if you're going to submit, go to rapfestinc.com, click one of the links up top that says EPK or mail-in submissions. Send it in so we can review it and hopefully select you to be part of this ministry. And if you're a DJ out there and you want to participate, do the same thing. Send us your whole package, and we'll make sure that our DJ coordinator, DJ Newman Manny, will go through it together and make the calls and stuff. I already got some DJs from the UK that are interested in participating. So please, DJs, if you're out there, do it. DJ, why not? You know, so because. What? Were you laughing? Because I said, DJ, why not? Meaning he should submit. T. Wilder, hit him up. Tell him to be here. Selah, tell him to be here. DJ Why Not would be awesome to have you here at Rapfest. But I'm not saying anything. Only if DJ Why Not submits, he submits. And if they pick him, they pick him. So DJ Why Not, send your stuff in.
Come in.
No, we actually tried to get him last year. We tried to get him last year, actually. It just didn't work out. Why not? I don't know. But we're going to try to make it this year. We'll definitely try to get him in here this year. It would be dope.
Why not?
So why not hit us up? No, seriously, August 11th is the date. Rapfestinc.com. Get all the details to download the stuff. Please tell all your friends. I don't want people coming to me at Rapfest and say, yo, I didn't know this was happening. It's our 19th year. We've been doing it always the second Saturday of August. We've been talking about it for a while already. The flyer is up. All that's missing is the artist name. That's coming soon. The deadline is April 30th. So you got to get in your submission by April 30th. If you don't have 3 songs prepared and bio and stuff before April 30th, you probably never will have it this year. So it's okay. But if you have it, just send it right now. That'll be cool. Other thing, Unique. Salem Coffee House coming up second Saturday of March, featuring Sirius and in his image.
In his image, yes.
That's coming up. Youth at Sanctuary Fellowship, of course. You got to come out every Friday. The new and revamped youth ministry called Warehouse. It's going down every Friday night. Doors open at 7 o'clock, 1469 St. Peters Avenue. This week, sometime they'll be announcing there's a talent show going on for the teens as well. There's prizes for that, and it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. That's it for the announcements. So now, Selah, I know you're connected now with Kingdom Time Entertainment. What were you doing before Kingdom Time Entertainment?
Before I was with my man, my brother Reginald Roten, aka the Specialist. I was just spitting in my mother's church, man. Just doing what I could, doing what I knew.
What church would that be, by the way?
Resurrection Deliverance Church International. Pastor Margaret and Lorenzo Martinez. I love you, mommy and daddy. They gave me that freedom to pursue that in that church. A lot of churches don't. I love them for letting me.
Support.
Yeah, and he had just recently joined the church, and he had produced for a lot of cats before then, but he had just got saved, and he's heard me, and he was like, yo, man, let's make some music. And I was just like, hey, whatever, bro. I never been in the studio before. I didn't even know what a 16 was. I was writing 4 pages of music. You know what I'm saying?
That was one verse, right?
Yeah, I didn't know any better, and he took the time out to build with me and teach me the craft, man. And eventually, I linked up with Cole Campbell from Great Faith Temple. That's my man's. Met Chris, met Rich Dolphin. Rich Dolphin put the call in to Marcus.
Cool.
And said, yo, let me tell you about this dude. Marcus called me, and the rest is history. Shout out to Rich Dolphin, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah, nice dude.
Chris too, man. That's my big brother. We talk all the time. But yeah, I mean,
Chris, you talking big?
Yeah,
Christ
has risen inside.
Yeah.
Sound Mind Music, love you, bro. And I met Marcus and I met my family, the Blood Coalition. Noah the Governor, Darina, Slave the Knife in. Those is my family. I love y'all. Game Over, Darina, check that out. And look out for Yeshua.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Noah.
Yeah.
These people are going to bring the gospel of Jesus Christ to every corner of the planet. Y'all mark my words. But yeah, you know, that's like I said, God is an incredible strategist, and He put all the pieces together so I could be in this position. So I just,
I mean, that's awesome. So this is a mixtape. It's download free. What are we to expect from Selah going forward? Or another mixtape? Are you working on a full project? Any music videos or anything?
You know what, bro? I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. I think I know I have a plan, but I'm gonna just put it in the hands of the Almighty, because that's what works. You know, I know what I want to do, but I'm waiting for Him to tell me what He wants me to do. And you know, I got music that I could, you know, do another mixtape with and stuff like that. But
we know you got at least 7 tracks.
Yeah,
man.
but right now, yo, man, it's like when your child is born. I know you're a parent. You know, that whole 9 months is exhausting. Like waiting. I think, you know, when me and Why Not's, you know, project happened, it was just like, I'm just tired now. Like, and I'm regaining my strength for the next step. But right now I'm just looking at the child, and you know, when the child's born, you give it to the doctor, and it's even more waiting because you're waiting for what the doctor's gonna say. Is everything okay with the kid, and can the kid see? Can he hear? I think that's where I'm at right now with the project, like getting the feedback, asking for constructive criticism from people who I respect. Listen, what didn't I do well? What did I do well? I want to get better. So I mean, there's always gonna be music. You know, I'm always gonna have music, but right now I wouldn't be right to tell you that I was gonna come out with this or that next. Right now, wherever God leads me to go, I'm gonna do it. I know there's a couple of features that I'm supposed to get on. You know, I don't know if they want me to speak on it right now, but
are these features that are happening as a result of this mixtape, or stuff that's been happening in the background already?
Stuff has been happening in the background already. Stuff that happened after the mixtape. I mean, honestly, my phone hasn't stopped buzzing in 48 hours, man. Like, I've gotten calls and texts and tweets from everybody asking. So, I mean, it's just been overwhelming, and I'm humbled by it, man.
That's awesome, man. Like I said, I fell in love with the project. It's been a while since something good comes out that you could actually just sit through the whole project without getting tired or bored. I don't know if it helps that the songs are not 8 minutes long. You know, because that's always big. Sometimes these songs are so long, and if you don't like it, it just feels longer.
Yeah.
You know, so these songs are like 3 minutes long. I think it's the longest song. Yeah. The promo video is longer than most of the songs, which is crazy.
Yeah.
You know, but are you booking now? Are people calling you? You doing events? Do you have a calendar that people can follow? Or
well, we got the BC tour coming up. Y'all look out for the Blood Coalition tour, Blood Boy. You know, Marcus will let y'all know what's happening with that. Other than that, I'm not necessarily taking bookings right now. I'm just trying to, like I said, just pick and choose, you know what I'm saying, what route I'm gonna go next, you know, listening to God. And you know, but yeah, look out for the BC tour. Look out for Yeshua, Noah the Governor. I'm telling y'all, if y'all like what y'all heard from We On The Night, Noah the Governor is my favorite gospel rapper. Period. And I love everybody, but that's my man's. Y'all listen to him. Game Over, Darina, exceptional female lyricist. Please pick that up on iTunes. You know what I'm saying? Slave the Knife in, Drugs is still in stores. Listen to that. Good music, man. Good music, man. You know what I'm saying?
If you don't mind, I was gonna ask, what were some of your influences getting into? I mean, even before and even maybe with now. I mean, you mentioned some of these guys that you're working with and that you're really, you know, fond of right now as far as what they're doing, but maybe go back a little bit. Who did you listen to, or did you listen to anything specific?
I'm from Yonkers, man. So Yonkers pride is deep. So I was a big LOX fan for a long time, and when I was out there, my favorite rapper was Styles P.
Okay.
Nowadays, you know, Styles. The reason what I liked about Styles is that not necessarily the violence that he talked about, but how incredibly descriptive he was about the violence and about the drugs. And in my now state, I want to be the opposite of that. I want to be as good describing the light and the Lord as he was describing the dark. So, not to say I still listen to him nowadays, but back then, you know, I was a poet at heart, so you know, SP was one of my favorites. Common was a definite favorite of mine.
Okay.
Talib Kweli. A lot of Detroit rappers, you know, other than Eminem. There's a lot of Detroit rappers out there, man. Black Milk. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes, you know, Royce the 5'9", Elzai. So, I mean, you know, those are my influences before. You know, but nowadays it's it's Noah the Governor, it's Darina, Slave, it's Christ Has Risen, Victorious. I don't know if y'all heard Victorious by Christ Has Risen. It's incredible. It's on YouTube. Look it up. It's an amazing song. Shout out to Big Phil. Big Phil Stadium Status is crazy. Shout out to D-Mob. Probably one of my favorite percussionists lyrically. Like,
you gotta say his name twice, you know that, right? It's D-Mob.
D-Mob, you know what I'm saying? Preacher Clan out. You know, just a lot. There's a plethora of artists now that's just dope. You know?
Yeah, that's good. I mean, and like you said, there are a lot of great artists out there now, and I'm praying that 2012 be a year for these artists to shine. Not shine like blow up and be super famous, but just shine and bring out good quality stuff.
Yeah,
you know, I would love to have when we sit down with the Rapfest committee that the first 20 bios and CDs that we open up to listen to, or EPKs that we open up to listen to, are the first 20 that get selected. Unfortunately, that never happens. We got to go through maybe 60 or 70 to get 15, and then start fishing for the next 5 to fill in the slots. You know, but I think there's a lot of good music out there that we don't get to listen to, and I just wonder, like, what do you think now, the state of gospel hip hop within the New York scene, being from Yonkers? You know, what does it look like to you? Because I know the people you mentioned are kind of all connected with the Kingdom Time. You know, so anybody else out there that's really hitting hard, that's making an impact?
Oh yeah, man. Shout out to my man Rhyme Scenic. Shout out to Glamour the Voice, Malachi the Truth, Seda. You know, I don't Corey Red. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm talking about these cats. What's happening in New York right now, in the state of gospel hip hop, dudes is tired of it being a crab in a barrel situation, man. Like, everybody's realizing that we all have the same jersey on. You know what I'm saying? We play for the same team. And souls is the objective. Souls is the currency, not a paycheck. So everybody's starting to hold hands and be like, yo, let's do this together. Specifically in New York, man, we're starting to unify, man. We've been real divided for a long time. And now we're starting to lift each other up. And that's when good music happens. When the struggle against each other ceases, and now you support each other upward, God blesses the unity. And then the good music happens.
What are you seeing that is unifying them? Because it's easy just to say, oh, we're unifying now. And that term, unity and unifying, gets thrown around very easy. Well, but so what evidence of it do you have that, just so that we know, in order to say that New York rappers are unifying, or hip-hop as a whole, because it goes all over the place. Hip-hop as a whole unifying. What do you see?
I see my phone, which is 30 different congratulations from 30 different rappers in New York, which I don't believe would have been the norm a year ago. It would be fear, it would be resentment, it would be, oh, you think you hot. Now it's, yo, young bro, I hear you, keep doing it. What can I do to help you? And, you know, I just celebrated my 27th birthday yesterday, and
happy birthday.
Thank you. You know, these older bros are sowing seeds of wisdom into my life, and they're doing it selflessly. Like, I don't have to do a feature on their record. I don't have to come to their shows or buy their records. They're of their free will giving me wisdom, like helping me grow. That's the biggest indication. You know what I'm saying? When you see a youth trying to come up.
So it doesn't necessarily mean, because sometimes in our minds, when we say the word unity or unifying, we relate it to an event. If they don't come to my event, we're not in unity, because there's so many aspects of it. You know, and that's an awesome aspect where, you know, here you are, you throwing out your mixtape, and you have the older guys, you know, saying this is great, and people supporting you, and that's a great part of unity. Sometimes we define unity by who comes out and is on the front row when we're doing a ministry, because I don't like to say a gig, when we're ministering, but there's so many other aspects. So I'm glad that you pulled that out, because sometimes those things are happening, but it's not mentioned because we don't
see it.
We don't see it. And it's not always, it doesn't have to be seen for us to be united. So that's very important.
And you know what? And it gives me a great appreciation for the state, because seeing it divided and seeing it begin to heal. I mean, shout out to my big brother Gage, man. Like these older bros, Q the Prophet, these guys are seeing me and they're like, let me talk to you, young brother. And it's just like, this is what you do, this is what you don't do, this is what you need to work on. It's not condescending, they're not being overly critical, they're just trying to help me grow. That's amazing.
That's big.
That's amazing, man.
And those guys that you consider older in the ministry, the Q the Prophets of that, we still consider them young in the ministry, because there's people still that are out there that have been out there so much longer than these guys, and it's great that you see the growth, you know what I'm saying? Like we saw these people when they were starting, and now they're considered to be a little older in the ministry, and really they're not the older ones in the ministry.
Right.
There's so many more that have been doing it way more than these people, but it's just so great that, it's like the mantle, it, continues to be passed down and passed down, and it's awesome.
Yeah, and that's important, because you don't want to keep running to the same 3 or 4 or 5 old guys all the time.
Well, I mean, not to say that they're old, but I want
not veteran.
Not old.
Not old in age.
I could just hear.
No, but Gage is old. Gage is old. Gage, you old, Gage.
But better shout you up if you said it first.
Yeah, he said it. Rewind this. Listen to the way he said it.
But what I mean by old is the wisdom that they impart is the type that I would sit at my grandfather's feet and just listen. Because I have I've been given the gift of gab, and it takes a lot for me to shut up and to listen. And they have quality jewels to drop.
Right.
And it's dope. It's dope that they would do that, of their own free will. So
shout
out to everybody, whoever sent me any kind of wisdom, smile my direction. I appreciate you. God bless you.
That's important. That's big.
Yeah.
And what I like about that too is that some of the people you mentioned, they're like Gage, Q the Prophet, they'll come to us sometimes and ask us, yo, Bert, I'm doing this. What do you think? Which is good. Sometimes I'm like, dude, I don't have the answers. I'll tell you from my experience, from my years or whatever, or might lead you to someone else. But they also, as they give information, they're also willing to sit back and listen and grow for themselves as well, which is important, which is what you want to do. What I want to do now, I want to do something a little different. Usually I wait to the end of the show and say, yo, why don't you spit a little something for our people? But I want you to just spit something that might be on your heart. I have 2 new songs. I probably want to end the show with them back to back or something. I don't know. I just want to flip things a little bit. So just spit whatever's on your heart, man.
Back in the days when high tops and fades delayed the waves getting their day in, where I was made in, where I was raised in, the lyrical, made in the spiritual, black rap cement I was paved in, that I would stay in, a miracle, but it's a reality. I know now that my glass house will shatter me, but if you knew of the dudes that'll come after me, killing the game rapidly, you would do your last dance. And I ain't talking about the past tense. To my adversary, this lyrical is your last chance. Cause if you love the wrong, kill me before the end of the song. Cause homie, if I finish the song and Christ write the poem and the sight and the light, Mike in the night lose the throne, and the dudes who ran rap go back to the unknown. Well, hip hop where I belong. Imagine that. And it's about to get real. God after that. Trap their minds with ease like an acrobat. You never trap minds with ease, I'm a F and G, but it means I'm feeling good. Thought wrong, I thought you would. Never stop, cause I think you should be thinking the corner in the blood like you think of Suge. And we go together. Convertible a piece like grease in the streets. And I don't need a booth, I eat in the streets. And my pink slip a gift, they lease in the streets. And I'm a Gold Street janitor. This a can of worms and I'm pouring out the canister. Play on the scene, all-star team manager, ball team handler, life stay flashy, code name camera, overlord damager, slaughtering the week like I'm shooting at the calendar. Bang.
Wow. He's a whole different person when he raps. So you see, it's like when God takes over, man. That's what it is.
Good stuff.
Yo, he's Justin. You like that?
Genius.
It's good. I mean, and again, you know, that's one of the things I'm really excited about. It's been a while since a lyricist comes out and shows an improvement in the craft, especially in gospel hip hop. You know, many times everybody starts to sound the same after a while, and I guess that's also another good thing, a refresh or a different style, a different flow that comes out that just sticks out amongst all the rest of them. So we're really excited about this, man, and we just pray that God will take this project to wherever He already has planned, and that you'll be able to see it as it goes through there and reap the benefits of the, you know, feedback and everything that comes with it. And I'm sure that your next project, whenever it is, whenever God plans it, is gonna be off the hook.
Yeah, thank you.
So that's dope. Let's go into one more song before we come back to say our last whatever we got to do here. There's a new track by Ray Masol called No Walking Away here on Rapfest Radio, rapfestradio.com, and then we're gonna come back with more. Check it out.
No walking away, walking away, walking away. No walking away, walking away, walking away.
Looking out the window as the days blow by, steady on the move, grounded but so high. With the strength of memories and close ties, life is like an open road in the sky. Might be living like it's all in your hands, trying to keep a firm grasp on the dreams and the plans. They won't die. Bet you never knew a day like this. No deceit, no lies. Rise to shine, shake the dust out your eyes. Brand new vision, brand new vision.
When the pain in your mind starts to blind how you see the day. No walking away, walking away, walking away. No walking away, walking away, walking away. Even if I'm screaming in my silence, I'm here, remaining calm in the violence. It's unfair, I don't need a heart or a violin. Whining really isn't in my DNA, it's not who I am. Hurt, pain, strain in this life, yeah, but this is life here. One day I'll leave on a comet in a light, yeah. Maybe I'm dreaming, or maybe the things that I'm seeing isn't what I should believe in. No more preset notions, I gotta close my eyes, reset my focus high. When the pain in your mind starts to blind how you see the day. Gotta fight to survive, let them know that you're here to stay. No walking away, walking away, walking away. No walking away, walking away, walking away. No walking away, walking away, walking away. No walking away, walking away, walking away.
I wanna take it all, face it, but I'm torn. Back against the wall, being chased by a storm. The winds bring rain, hurt triggers rage. Fear invites terror, and terror bleeds pain. Can only run for so long when life has got a meaning. I gotta keep believing, who's gonna fight if I'm retreating? Even when the trees are blowing, I need to be seeking refuge in my peacemakers' hands is where my peace is. Don't give up on dreaming, it's only for a season. Just wait, the storm is all a part of bringing you your healing.
Gotta move on, gotta be strong. Hold on to the early morn. Gotta move on, gotta be strong. Hold on, it's a brand new dawn. 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 Dawn, 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 dawn.
No walking away, walking away, walking away. No walking away, walking away, walking away. When the pain in your mind starts to blind how you see the day. Gotta fight to survive, let them know that you're here to stay. No walking away, walking away, walking away. 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 No walking away, walking away, walking away.
Go ahead. We on. Yeah, Rapfest Radio, rapfestradio.com. No walking away, Ray Masoul. Good stuff. I'm going to try to bring you guys new music every week. 1, maybe 2 songs. Well, I have a bunch of songs left on his CD that I can play for the next couple of weeks, so that's good stuff. While we were listening to this track, and we were avoiding the donuts and the potato chips on the snack table back there. Rapfest Radio. That's right. Y'all don't want to come for interviews. You don't get the donuts and the chips and stuff like that.
That's it.
But we were talking about health. And one thing that we discussed is, you know, a healthy body is important when you're representing Christ. It's actually it's important for yourself. You know, if you want to live, you want to wake up every day feeling good, being able to get up and breathe and walk to the store or whatever you have to do. And you were mentioning something to us about yourself. So why don't you share a little bit so people can understand what we're talking about?
I mean, you know, I was just joking with my bro over here, like, yo, keep the donuts away from me, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, I just recently lost like about 25, 30 pounds, and you know, I was well over 300 pounds, man. Like, you know, I was actually like 340. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And, you know, and I was 340 during the Rising Sun video that I did in Ja Rockin', man. And I noticed in there, like, you know, it's hot in Ja Rockin', so I'm trying to keep the grit. And I'm sweating like crazy, man. I can't even get my own bars out that I spit. Wow. And I said, you know, I looked in the mirror and I said, God, you know, if you want me to do this, I gotta be able to breathe. Show me how to lose this weight, because it's not just cut and dry like people think. People think you just don't eat certain, you know, don't eat this, don't eat that, and you'll lose weight. No, there's a lot that goes into it. A lot of different things that people don't know. And I said, God, just give me the strategy on how to lose weight healthily. Show me how. And he showed me how, and you know, I started lifting a little bit, started running a lot, and you know, like 30 pounds later, you know, I feel like a new person.
That's good.
And
man.
You know, I lost the weight in time for the mixtape. And I believe and I know that the mixtape would not sound the way it did if I was the same weight that I was.
Oh yeah, because you got some quick lyrics on there that I could imagine would be difficult.
So, yeah, man, and especially, I mean, and performance is so critical nowadays too. If I can't spit what you hearing, the authenticity is gonna leave.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And the effectiveness is gonna leave. And I'm not willing to risk losing souls or losing interest in my God because I couldn't show discipline. You know what I'm saying? With this food. So, you know, God showed me how to lose it. To all of y'all aspiring rappers or anybody that's in this ministry thing, take care of the temple God gave you. Amen. Take the correct steps to preserve the temple that God gave you and perfect your craft. And that takes being in good form when it comes to your body. And take care of it, man. You know, a rapper's diet, I honestly don't eat before I go in the booth because I want to sound hungry. But I mean, I make sure,
that's my excuse then too, because I never, before we go out anywhere to rap or whatever, I never eat. Maybe I have a cup of coffee. If it's a nighttime event, I have a cup of coffee in the morning and water throughout the rest of the day until it's over. Then I'll munch out though. There's no stopping me at that point.
Nah, just take care of the temple, man. God took a lot of time and effort to pinpoint every cell, to number every hair. You don't do him a disservice by ruining the piece of art that you are. You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome.
And I think once you see it like that, once you see yourself as an investment that God has made, then you'll really start to take care of yourself the right way. And that's what you deserve. You deserve to be healthy.
Amen.
You know?
That's awesome.
That's important. That's not just for the artists. That's for everybody. Yeah. You know, for the fans. I mean, we want people to be able to jump to our music and and not pass out and just to feel healthy. I mean, let's face it. It's all over the news and people are losing weight left and right. And you know,
shout out to Selah too. He lost mad weight.
Yeah.
Selah lost mad weight, and he's an example, man. Encouragement. When you see your fellow big brothers start to slim down, Noah lost mad weight. Noah's huge now. He looks like he just came out. You know, he looks crazy. So I mean, you know,
stay healthy.
Like DJ Newman. DJ Newman, he lost like 100 pounds or so. he was like, he's a totally different person.
Yes.
Totally different person than what he was before. And we were actually looking at pictures of Rapfest like 2006, 2007, even as 2009, 2010. And you look at pictures now, it's like, wow, I can't believe the difference. And you just start to feel so much better about yourself. You know, so, you know, take care of your body. You know, it's not easy. Yeah, you're going to have your snacks and whatnot, but also in moderation. And know that you have a purpose and a plan to fulfill, and you got to be in good shape, good health to do it. You know, and this is not a health fitness show. We're not going to start doing exercises and stuff like that. I ain't doing not one push-up for nobody. But at the same time, you know, it's our responsibility to let y'all know how we feel about that. You know, we want everybody to stay healthy. You know, we want a brother like this to be in good shape and deliver 5, 6, 7, 8 more CDs, mixtapes, whatever it is, and perform in as many ministry opportunities as possible to the fullest of his ability without his health being an issue. You know, and we've lost too many young artists because of their health. You know, and I think it's our responsibility to bring it up every once in a while and say, yo, check yourself, make sure you're good. You know, and take care of that. You know, green room, carrots and sweet potato or whatever. You know, don't go for the chips. And well, we have donuts and chips, and you're gonna have at least one donut with us before we leave. Don't worry, y'all. I'll Instagram that picture for y'all, right? And I'll tweet it. Put it up on KingdomTime.com. Yeah, but we do have donuts and chips. I'm just saying. Willpower. We'll watch you.
You don't want it? I'll have yours.
We'll share yours. We'll share yours. I'll get one extra chocolate donut in the books. No, but that's good, man. Again, I'm really excited that you were able to come out here tonight. I pray that this be the beginning of a good relationship with us, and we can find some opportunities to work together and whatever else, you know, God has for us going down the line. You have our support 100% in, you know, whatever ministry stuff you're doing. If you need to just talk about something, whatever, you got our information, just hit us up. We'll be more than happy to share whatever we can share or lead you to wherever we could lead you. You know, for resources and connections, naturally hook up with Unique.
Definitely.
Unique that's what they're about, connecting people and with ministries and ministries with people and so on. So as you go forth with your project, you know, anything we can do to help move it up a little bit, we'll be here for that. Again, I want to mad shout out to Grateful Apparel for all that help, and of course holyculture.net for their support with our podcast and stuff. This video will be on podcast as well, on YouTube and on the mobile app, rfr.mobapp.net or .at, whatever it is. It's on the page somewhere. Just check it out. You can download it, take it with you. What else? Anything else? Did I forget anything?
Rapfest 2012.
Rapfest 2012, August 11th. Unique launch event.
March 3rd. I'mUnique.com. RapfestRadio.com.
You know why else it's important to stay healthy? Because when you go to Rapfest Radio, they might ask you to spit one more thing before you bounce.
For real.
He's like, yeah, or just even whatever, you could count them if you want, 16 bars, whatever. And then after he's done, we're gonna go into this other track by Flame, featuring Trap Money by Flame, featuring thi'sl and Young Noah. It's called Trap Money. But check it out, man. Let's hit us with one more thing, man.
I'm a product of the modern day Protestant. Left last place, homie, I ain't never hollered since. For the doubter, I ain't never had tolerance. I rode on my own island, then I found Providence. I catch up to the word like a condiment, and I told you I'm next to tail, so I gotta sprint. Couldn't see the light with a lot of tints. Now I breathe fresh wind like a mouthful of mints. I soar like a black shirt full of lint, but I soar like a black hawk over it. Moreover, I'm over it, totally. Nothing ever holding me. Penalty flag fly, but I never wave a white flag to the black sky. Won't fire till I see the whites of they black eye. New soul ain't nothing like the last guy. So until my heart don't beat, yo, I cry. Praise to the Lord, my cappuccino, my latte. And he always on time, he ain't never latte.
I like it.
Y'all ain't gotta mind me, never do it my way, only do it Yahweh. Bang.
Yo,
go
download that mixtape, please.
Corner.
Selah, the corner. Download the mixtape now.
We own the night. Get it?
We own the night.
KTE, BC. YO, love y'all, man.
Huh?
What he said?
Huh? He said AT&T.
Kingdom Time Entertainment.
Kingdom Time Entertainment.
KTE. Coalition. Yonkers, New York. Much love, New York. Love y'all, man.
Yo, check it out. Trap Money. by Flame featuring thi'sl and Young Noah. We see you guys next week, Monday night, Rapfest Radio, rapfestradio.com. You will learn us because we are out of control. Peace.
I keep trying to tell them, man, that trap money good while it lasts. But how long will it last? Let's go. I don't think they hear me. 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 Mic check 1 2. I don't think they hear me. I don't think they hear me. I don't think they hear me. It's raining. Let's go. He say he paid the cost to be the boss. He want that new big top off. He say he burn the block, hot sauce. He say the world is his, but look at what it costs. Let's go. She's daddy was a dope boy, uncle was a dope boy, brother was a dope boy, sister was a dope girl, cousin was a dope boy. Only thing that he knew was dope boy. Now everybody that I named in jail are dead. It's like the devil putting that money on their head. See the trap money good, but the rap is power. You ain't got beef, you don't want them problems. Cause while we getting it fast, that money good. But believe me, it won't help you when they put you in that wood. I don't think they hear me. I don't think they hear me. Let's go. I don't think they hear me. I don't think they hear me. Let's go. I don't think they hear me. I don't think they hear me. Let's go. I don't think they it's raining. Let's go. Yeah, man. I don't think they hear me. Trap money good, baby. I don't think they hear me. That rap on your head, homie. I don't think they hear me. Let's go. I don't think they hear me. Yeah. It's raining. Let's go.
Back in the day, I had a lot of pay, but then I got saved, took a pay cut. By the way, I'm still blessed. Money can't solve some problem, but if you're on the wrong side, when he crack that sky, it's gonna be grotesque. It's gonna be a hot mess. Surrounded by dead flesh, eternally hopeless. You better listen to the sound of the Holy Ghost, stop it, but jumping up in your chest. That money won't last to the past like gas, to the fate like grass fast. Whiplash in your face like car crash. If you keep on living in darkness, homeboy, I know you ain't heartless. Rick Ross said, fetch you that garbage. This is not a dish, this is just a word for the dope boy trapping and rapping, dealing with like challenges. All I'm trying to tell them is they can be better than, they can be better men. Lawyers, doctors, high school, let them in. Why are you settling for the same thing? Locked up your partner them. Why would you follow them? Why would you model them? They ain't did nothing but fail. Jesus Christ, I pray you follow him.
I don't think they hear me. I don't think they hear me. That's real talk, man. I don't think they hear me. I don't think they hear me. Hey, Willie, tell you this because we love you. I don't think they hear me. Real.
It's raining. Let's go.
I don't think they hear me. I don't think they hear me. It's going good now. I don't think they hear me. I don't think they hear me. That ain't gonna last forever though. I don't think they hear me. I don't think they hear me. I don't think they hear me.
It's raining. Let's go.
I see you in these streets, out here trying to get it. You never sleep, trying to triple your digits. I know your motto is money over everything. Mr. Ice Cream Man, moving hurricane. You got that trap money, got you feeling hood rich, got you feeling good with racks on racks and hood chicks. But after that, you could get caught up with some bad time. Or God forbid they hit the kid with rat-a-tat-tat bedtime. Or worse than that, you keep trapping. Oscar winner, keep acting like you don't hear the Lord calling. One day he's gonna wreak havoc. Ask the real Rick Ross. All that money can get lost. God's gonna ask how you respond to his son on a bloody cross. I don't think they hear me. 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 I don't think they hear me.
It's raining. Let's go.
I don't think they hear me. Hey, God ain't make us to be in a trap. I don't think they hear me. I don't think they hear me. You know the outcome. I don't think they hear me. They're in jail, man. I don't think they hear me.
It's raining. Let's go.
I done seen it too many times. It's going good for a while. You making moves. Then it all comes to an end.